Alright, this video I'm going to talk about how to get better at fighting. This is my opinion about it. You have to just basically fight. I mean, like playing basketball. How do you get better at basketball? You got to play basketball. How do you get better at playing pool? You got to play pool. How do you get better at playing soccer? You got to play soccer. I mean, you got to continuously, keep doing something over and over and over again until you get good at it. So basically, but the thing about fighting is not like playing soccer. It's not like playing basketball. Like every time you shoot the ball, you're trying to make a basket, you're not hurting yourself. You're exercising, you're working muscles, you're developing yourself athletically. But when it comes to fighting, every time you get hit like hard, you're damaging your internal organs. You're damaging your body, and you got to be careful. You got to approach it in a very safe manner. I mean, your fist can make contact, with the punching bag or the focus mitts or the wall or the piece of wood or the wooden dummy. Your arms can make contact, your legs can make contact, your feet can make contact. But the thing is, your head is not supposed to make contact. Like, your head is not designed to sustain that type of damage. Um, Even if you do have headgear on, your brain is not protected. The science is proving it from these concussions and CTE. So you need to train intelligently. So what martial artists do is they continuously spar. And if they don't have the energy to spar, or if their bodies are not up for sparring, then they work drills. If they don't have a partner to work drills on or with, then they will work on the wooden dummy, or they'll work on the punching bag, or they'll work on focus mitts. If they don't have that, then they'll practice forms. They'll stand in front of a mirror to check their technique. If they don't have a mirror, then they just basically shadow box with no mirrors. I mean, they always find some way, to get better. But they have to do it intelligently, and that's basically how you get better. You just keep doing it over and over again. Now, one thing that's important too is that if you want to get to a high level, you got to constantly spar with people that are better than you. People that are faster than you, people that are stronger than you, people that are bigger than you. Um, and that's the thing, not anybody can just give you a challenge. If you don't have any challenges out there, then your growth will be stunted. If you're surrounded by 100 people that don't know what they're doing, and they don't know how to fight, they don't know how to kick, they don't know how to punch, they don't know how to take you down into the ground, they're not strong, they're weak, they're not flexible, they don't have good technique, they just don't know what they're doing, then you're not really gonna improve that much. But if you're sparring against somebody that's really good at what they do, say if you had the opportunity to spar with Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather in boxing, then you are given a huge opportunity to improve upon your own skill sets. And that's the thing that you cannot do by just watching a video, learning online, reading a book, watching a movie. It's hitting a punching bag, working on a wooden dummy, hitting focus mitts, practicing forms. None of that can give you the experience of what it's like to spar with somebody that's extremely talented in what they do. It's like the difference between playing one-on-one basketball with somebody that's really good, that's going to give you a challenge, opposed to just shooting hoops by yourself, or just playing with a bunch of people that aren't good at all, that you just demolish them all. Like, there's a complete difference. You might think that you're really good at what you do, but once you spar with somebody that's very, very good, much better than you, then they can make you look like you're an amateur. And you see it in the boxing ring with Mayweather, who basically just demolishes a lot of people that aren't even at his level. and he makes them look like amateurs. You know, basically, these boxers, they're essentially sparring, but they're sparring in a very unsafe and unscientific way because there's so many rules imposed and things like that. But the concept of training and sparring with people that are highly trained, that's something important for a martial artist's development as far as um, being able to take themselves to a higher level on the technical aspect of it, the combative aspect of it. And you could travel all over the world, and you may not be able to find that many people that's going to give you a good challenge. you know Not that many people in this world practice martial arts. It's something that's hard to find people that have that drive and that passion to improve upon their development. You're gonna find a lot of people out there that are strong. You could go to the gym and you could find a bunch of people that could bench press a lot of weight, squat a lot of weight, do a lot of pull-ups. You could find a lot of people that are fast. They can run fast. A lot of people that play soccer. A lot of people that play basketball, football. But you don't really find that many people that are really that talented in the martial arts and that really know how to fight. And if you ever have the opportunity to learn from these people, have these people become your teacher or just even your friend, and then you spar with these people over and over again, you're just basically, um, you have a huge, you know, opportunity right there, that you just cannot replace. And that's how you get better. You make friends with somebody who's really, really good at fighting, or you hire that person as your teacher, and then you have that person train and help you progress. They don't even have to say anything. They don't gotta say one word. All they gotta do is just spar with you, and then you're gonna learn. Then you're gonna improve, and you just have to do that over and over again with a lot of different people, and then that's how you get better. It's just repetition. And just meeting up with people that have great skill and talent. You know, if you really want to get good at fighting, you just can't really do it alone. I mean, if you have no one to spar with, no one to test out your techniques with, it's like, having a gun, but then you never go to the firing range. You don't even know how to operate it. You don't know what it could do. You don't know if you could even aim right. You need, you know, to test out the techniques that you learn and all the techniques that you practice. You need to test it out. It's like somebody who claims themselves to be great at basketball, but they never shoot hoops. They just think about it, or they have a ball but they don't have a hoop, and they just keep shooting the ball into the air without trying to make a basket. It's like they never test out what they can do. And when you train in the martial arts, you're hitting the heavy bag, you're hitting the focus mitts. Um, Another thing, the heavy bag, the focus mitts, they don't hit back at you, they don't punch back, they don't kick back, they don't try to take you down to the ground, they don't try to choke you, they don't try to knock you out, you're not learning any type of defensive techniques. And half of fighting is defense, it's not all offense. It's half and half. And um, you can't just spar with anybody because not everybody knows what they're doing. If you have somebody shoot a gun at you, that's one thing, but to have somebody throw, you know, execute some really um, efficient kicks and punches, and then you having to learn how to get out the way and to counter and defend yourself, um, you're not going to find that many people out there that's going to be able to do that at a high level. There's going to be a huge difference between somebody that you meet at the boxing club compared to like somebody like Floyd Mayweather. You know, a regular boxer could throw punches at you, but they're not going to throw punches at you the way Mayweather will throw punches at you. So really, that's the real way to improve. And if you never had the opportunity to meet people that are really skilled and talented in combat, and you never have the opportunity to spar with them, then you're never really gonna be um, able to reach your potential. It's just like with the NBA, for example. The Golden State Warriors just played with the Cavs, and the Cavs beat the Golden State. Golden State was seen as the best team in the league. 73-9, and they're pretty much supposed to be guaranteed to win. But no team was able to challenge them except for the Cavs. But imagine if Golden State just played against high school teams all the time, or they just play against junior high teams or elementary teams. They'll never ever get challenged to the point where they're going to be reaching their potential. But the Cavs challenged them and actually even beat them to prove, to show them that, hey, they have a lot to work on. They are not the best. They they need a lot of work. And basically, that's what you need to do if you want to improve. You need to constantly spar with people that are better than you, bigger than you, faster than you, stronger than you. Constantly working with these people if you want to get better, you know. And that's just what it is. It's if you really want to get good at fighting, that's what you got to do.